If you speak to many people, they'll often tell you that your most important years are the first 7 years of your life. And yes, while there's some truth to that, I'd actually argue that the years from 18 to 28 are equally just as important. And the reason why that is because you are transitioning from boyhood to manhood. And it's during these years that your adult identity is formed. So, for this reason, the best time to travel, in my opinion, of course, is in your 20s. So, let's talk about this in more detail. I can't speak for other countries when I say this, but in the UK, where I'm from, formal education is compulsory until the age of 16. So, up until that point, a person has very little life experience. And a big reason as to why this is because a lot of their learning has come from a classroom environment. And the analogy that I like to use is that you do not learn how to ride a bike by reading about it. You learn how to ride a bike by actually riding a bike. And this is where traveling comes in. You see, when you flee the nest and start traveling to different countries, you're essentially leaving your comfort zone. Because let's be honest, if you've lived at home with mum and dad, they've probably done everything for you. But now you go traveling, you have to look after yourself. You have to fend for yourself. For example purposes, you go to another country, you have to find your accommodation. You have to cook your own food. You need to learn how to budget your money because otherwise, if you don't budget your money, you'll run out of money. You also need to find part-time work because again, if you don't, you'll probably run out of money. You are getting direct experience on how to live and survive in the real world, and a classroom will not teach you this. Another benefit of traveling from an educational point of view is that you're going to be exposed to different cultures, especially if you go to countries outside of the West. You're also going to meet people from all walks of life. From an educational point of view, this is extremely valuable. I would honestly go as far to say that no college or university can give you an education like traveling. Look at it this way, if you're married, mortgaged up, and have children, you are probably not going to be able to travel. And the reason why is that your life doesn't allow it. However, if you're 18, 19, 20, still living at home with mum and dad, now is the perfect time to go see the world. Do it while you're young. Get a job and save up as much money as you can. And the beauty of it, especially in your younger years, is that your friends are probably going to be in the same boat. They're probably not going to be married, mortgaged up, and have children. And this leads me perfectly onto the next point, and that is you will create lasting memories and stories that will stay with you for a lifetime. In this video here, I basically said that it is time and shared experiences that bring people closer together. Well, how about you and your friends go travel and see the world? That would be a fantastic experience. Just think about all the memories and stories that you would create. It would probably bond you for a lifetime, not to mention the people that you meet on your travels. And what you'll tend to find with people that like to travel is that they tend to be open minded. You will meet people from all over the world. When I went to Australia and New Zealand, I met people from Ireland, I met people from France, I met people from the UK, I met people from Germany, I met people from the Netherlands, I met people from Canada, I met people from America. I met people on my travels that I would never meet in my home country. So not only is traveling educational, which I've talked about earlier in the video, but it is the perfect time to create memories and stories that will stay with you for a lifetime. Do this before you get married, mortgaged up, and have kids. And my guess is you probably won't regret it. Every single person on this planet is a product of their environment. No question about it. And from a very, very early age, we are being molded and pressurized by society to fit in. So let's talk about this in more detail. From a very, very early age, we have parents telling us to go to school, study hard, get good grades, and get a good job. We then go to school and we have teachers essentially reinforcing that message: study hard and get good grades. We then go to work and we then have bosses directing our careers. We then go home and we have spouses swaying our decisions. We then go back to work and then we have colleagues pressurizing us to fit in and be normal. We then go home and then we turn on the television and then we have advertising telling us what's normal and what's not normal, what's fashionable and what's not fashionable. From a very, very early age, we have outside influences coming in at all angles. So we're all products of our environment. You could say we're programmed. And one of the benefits of traveling is that it gets you out of that environment. You are in another country. So if you actually want to get to know who you actually are, going to another country and getting away from all the noise can actually be one of the best things that you can do.